Good evening. Today I'm going to talk to you about the term Velcro kid or Velcro students and how it is affecting the education system. Let's start by looking at the fact that many people think that being an educator means you adopt many kids and teach them, but they're so wrong. Being an educator is about getting adopted by your students too. Do you know what a Velcro kid is? A Velcro kid is a term often used by teachers and other individuals in the education field referring to students or a student who are physically and emotionally clingy and attached to a teacher or staff member. I have had a couple Velcro students during my career so far in the education field. This topic is very relevant for many teachers. Some of you might not even know the term yet, but now that you do, it will help you engage with your student or students better. As an educator, having a Velcro student or Velcro students is a part of the job. It's a part of the job, and it comes with the territory. When you have a Velcro kid, it helps you engage with your students in a meaningful way, and it helps you to be a better teacher, and it gives you a new perspective on how you experience being an educator. First of all, as an educator, you will form bonds with most or all of your students, but for some, they will seem extra special. When you have a Velcro kid, it helps you to identify the different ways you can help your students. When you do it, it will leave an impact on them for a lifetime. As an educator, making connections with your students is part of your experience. There is not an educator out there who could say that they have never connected with a student. It just simply doesn't work that way. You will always connect with, even if it's just one. Always, there will be some connections formed with your students. This job is all about making connections and educating our future leaders and citizens. Not all connections you make with your students will be academic connections. Some of them will be life connections and lessons. Many interactions will become a part of who they are. These connections are where your students feel safe and loved the most. For some students, this is all the care they will ever see. So for that, they'll remember you forever and the impact you made on their life, both educationally and personally. Making the classroom be a safe haven for your students is always priority. No one, and I mean no one, can learn or focus or be in a good mental state with a foggy and unstable brain. Safety and a welcoming atmosphere is what every student needs. However, you will find those who need it more than others, and that will be what makes them stick to you like Velcro. The way you engage and are always involved with your students matter the most, especially to them and of course to yourself. For instance, having a Velcro student makes you a better teacher always in some way. This comes in different forms for everyone. For some, it may come through confidence and lessons. These kids give you the confidence in your ability to do your job. There are plenty of days where we are burnt out and are tired and we don't feel like we're doing a good enough job or helping in any way. And then we have that kid who comes into our classroom who needs a little extra attention and reminds us about how we're doing a great job. We get that confident boost from our Velcro kids, especially from our Velcro kids. And it makes us realize that we are right where we belong and answering our calling. Teaching isn't always going to be rainbows and sunshines. Sometimes it comes with lessons too. Furthermore, being confident in our position with those little reminders from our Velcro students makes the hard work that much more rewarding. Lessons in teaching give us a new opportunity to have different outcomes, and we can't have growth without those lessons too. Thirdly, Thirdly, having Velcro students who need us a little extra gives us a new outlook and perspective on being an educator. A lot of people think that teachers are glorified babysitters, but we are not. Us educators are teachers, nurses, therapists, parents, aunts, uncles, all of the above. We are whatever our students need us to be at that moment. But we are not babysitters. We have one job title, but we wear many hats. Our job is to keep our students safe, educate them, and prioritize their needs always. The needs of our students is the most important part of our job. Velcro students often require us to use our multiple hats because their needs don't always fall under the scope of being a teacher. They fall under other categories too. Not everyone likes the thought of Velcro students, but it's not about what people like. It's about the needs of our kids. And sometimes having Velcro students looks like we are pushing boundaries or being too close to a kid, or they're too close or too attached to us. But we never know what's really going on at home. And as a teacher myself, I can say that being that safe haven for the kids is very important, despite who doesn't like it. As long as you are not doing anything illegal or inappropriate, then having a Velcro student is very normal. It's something that most teachers have, especially I would say like in between middle school and high school, but I think it happens even so with the younger kids too. We just don't label them as Velcro kids because younger kids are often so loving and open and they get attached very easily. But I believe that's still a Velcro kid. And our job is to do what's best for them. So if our children's needs, both personally and academically, are being met, then the issue most likely isn't the connection between the student and the teacher, but rather something else going on in the school. Finally, now we can all say we know what a Velcro student is and how they affect education. They help educators better themselves, grow with each new opportunity and lesson, of course, all while changing the culture of schools and pushing boundaries. As an educator, have you been adopted by your students or a group of students? Are you just teaching them, or are you letting them teach you too? My works cited page consists of Felicia Monique, my apologies, with her video, What If Having Velcro Students Isn't the Issue, but the culture of the school is? And the second video is by Mr. B. I'm going to miss those Velcro students the most.